Listen, millions may lose food stamp benefits, and there has been word that EBT and SNAP benefits basically won't be sent out for the month of November. Now, this is not a cure-all, but I just want you to start thinking about what I'm about to say because it is solution-based. I don't like to hear news like this without trying to offer some type of solution because this has a domino effect, and even if you don't feel like this can affect you, it can still have a trickle-down effect on you due to the fact that when one thing affect one person, it may even connect to people that you have family members, who may deal with this scenario, as well as have an effect on you if you're in business. Everything connects to one another. That being said, let's talk about it, and then I'll talk about some solutions to go along with it. So right here it says that Texas, New York, California, and other states say lower income families risk losing access to SNAP assistance if the government shutdown continues into November. So millions of Americans are at risk of losing the food stamp benefits before the end of this month if the government shutdown continues. Officials in several states have warned, signaling further financial stress for lower income families already facing slashed federal food program budgets and rising food costs. So the state warnings basically indicated that the SNAP, which is Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, by November due to the inability to access federal funds. Now, this is what you got to understand is New Jersey, Texas, Illinois, Oklahoma, California, Pennsylvania, New York, Missouri, and Minnesota are among the states where officials have issued warnings. That doesn't mean everybody's not affected. They are just the ones who have been proactive enough to issue warnings in the recent days. And some have said November SNAP benefits will be disrupted or not issued at all if the shutdown continues past October 27th. At the time of this recording, it's like the 22nd, if I'm not mistaken. October 22nd, yes, including Pennsylvania, Oklahoma, Illinois, have outright said that November benefits will not be paid. So they've outright said that, and that could cause a trickle down because when funds go down, it does cause a trickle down from a health standpoint, from a crime standpoint in some cases, and the amount of obligations that people typically would have had to have fulfilled will be impacted in other areas. So it doesn't transfer. It doesn't just stop at that person. It transfers into other departments of their life, which ultimately has a trickle down effect in other people's life. We're all connected to one another. And once you understand that, then you'll do right by people. You'll treat others a certain kind of way, and you'll try to keep your aura intact because we all are connected in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So right here they said you're talking about millions and millions of vulnerable families, of hungry families that are not going to have access to these programs because of this shutdown. And this was according to the agriculture secretary. SNAP benefits are fully funded by the federal government through the Republican-led One Big Beautiful Bill has laid out a plan for some states to begin sharing a portion of the cost starting in the 2028 fiscal year. The move sparked widespread criticism from Democrats and advocacy groups, and the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office projected that it would decrease household resources for lower-income families. The bill's passing in July marked the largest cut to the U.S. safety net in decades. Now, this is what I want you to make note of. I said I had a solution. What I want people to get in the mindset of is you have to have avenues of ways to generate income for yourself, whether that's you starting your own business, whether that's you partnering with a business, whether that's you becoming an affiliate, whether that's you learning the skill sets from your job if you work a job and seeing how you can apply that to the real world, whether that's you creating content because eyeballs also equal currency, attention equals currency. Figure out something that you can do that can lead you down a pathway of generating revenue, income, and then ultimately positioning yourself to be able to make money from situations, regardless of what changes may happen, whether that's investing, so many different ways, but you have to find one and double down on it. Now, why did I say this? And what solution do I provide? Well, I know a trickle down effect can cause people to have their credit scores to be affected. I offer credit solutions. If you want help with taking your credit to the next level, I can solve that problem. However, I also know that some people may be strapped for cash and they may not be wanting to invest in credit restoration services, so that can have a negative impact on me. But what I've done is taken a step further and say, listen, I want to give people access to my credit and cash flow community or club, whatever you want to call it. And right now you can get access to it for little or nothing, pennies, depending on when you're watching this video. So check out the link below. But it teaches you how to better your credit with the education and the resources that are included in there. But on top of that, it gives you the ability to become an affiliate. And as an affiliate, you can earn some residual, some monthly, basically recurring income. And one of the things that's sold in there teaches you how to launch your own credit business. And inside of that, you're able to learn how to have $1,000 days. And on top of that, if you're an affiliate and somebody else joins the all access program, you can get a commission of $1,000 plus. So one offer, one referral can earn you $1,000 if people join through you. So this is powerful because once you get in the community, you'll see the value that's in there. You'll see how you can start making money in the credit industry, number one. But then somebody else may see it and say, nah, I want full access so I can get guidance on getting a speedier path to having some 1K days. And when somebody joins that was invited into the community because of you, you get $1,000 plus commission. So that's my solution, because I know a lot of people need income opportunities, ways to make money right now. And one thing that many people are dealing with is credit. Whether you use it, whether it's affecting you negatively or positively, everybody deals with credit in some way, shape, form, fashion for the most part. And if you are dealing with it, why not figure out a way to make money off of it? Even if that doesn't mean you're fixing credit for people, you just serve as an affiliate to a program that you feel has best interests at heart, that can provide them a solution. And as a result, they get a solution, they get an end result that's to their benefit, and you get compensated as well. Links below. Salute.